for how much He wants us to be of the same mind as Him and with one another. And he's praying, I'm not asking on behalf of them alone, but also on behalf of those who will believe me through their message, that all of them may be one, as you, Father, are in me and I in you. May they also be in us, so that the world may believe that you sent me. It is for the good of everyone that everyone love one another. I have given them the glory you gave me, so that they may be one as we are one, I in them and you in me, that they may be perfectly united, so that the world may know that you sent me and have loved them just as you have loved me. Father, I want those you have given me to be with me where I am, that they may see the glory you gave me because you loved them, because you loved me before the foundation of the world. So we need to just hold on, be patient, be long suffering. That's one of the fruit of the Spirit, is being patient, being long suffering. And I know it just seems like it keeps going on, but really, put it in perspective, it's not that long. 10 years is not that long. And if you told me that we were going to be still waiting in December, way back in September, I don't know if I could have stomached that. And I can't believe I've come as far as I have. And my situation is not easy. I've had a lot of difficulties and struggles, and been quite a bit of a roller coaster of emotions. And anyway, but I'm stronger in faith now than I ever have been, and I'm just trusting Jesus, and it's going to be okay, because trusting Jesus is the end point. The rapture, I bet that's going to be cool and all that, but Jesus is my end point. He's the goal, and being one with Him and in faith with Him is the end point for me. That's the finish line. And faith is something that we should do as much as we can now, because this is the only time we can have faith, and faith is what pleases God. And faith is like it's like a currency. If there's any time to please God, now is the time to do it. After this short time period, it will be different. So let's make the most of our time right now. And if we gotta wait a whole nother month, then let's say we get to wait a whole another month. Think of it like that. This is our time of glory. This is our time to shine. And I'll play a little video here.
Our new reporting tonight on a humanitarian crisis in Sudan. Thousands of civilians have been massacred over the past week by Arab militias. It is the latest horror in a civil war that has left millions displaced, starving, and terrified. Here's CBS's Elizabeth Palmer.
Good evening. The massacres occurred in the city of Al-Fasher after it fell to a militia called the Rapid Support Forces. We know they executed civilians because they posted videos of it, shooting men and boys, and witnesses say more than 400 patients and families in a hospital.
So there's lots of rough stuff going on.
The way they kill our people is in the most horrific, the most gruesome, the most cruel manner anyone could ever think. It will make even the devil to shiver. Because what they do is that when they come around, you run into your hut, into your house. And then what they do is that they will now, cycle the house with fuel. They will lit fire on the house. And then when you are coming out, they will now hack you down. with machete. So they're cutting you as if they're cutting a piece of wood.
So, we talk about, oh, the tribulation's coming. You don't want to be here for the tribulation. And that's true. But for a whole bunch of the world, tribulation started in Acts chapter 8. Acts chapter 8 is when the tribulation started. And there had been life for Christians have been full of sorrow and persecution and martyrdom for the pretty much the whole last 2,000 years. Tribulation is has been going on, and his life is not. A lot of us who are able to make videos and social media stuff are doing pretty comfortable, compared to the last 2,000 years of history. And I consider the tribulation in kind of three stages. I see a pattern in the tribulation that kind of matches the pattern of the book of Job, which was in three phases. The longest of which was when Job's friends came and were giving him a hard time. And I think that's what the last 2,000 years have been. That's where the world is trying the church. I think the next phase is where God tries the church. And then the last phase of the tribulation is when God tries the world. So if you look at the book of Job, the first part is his friends giving him a hard time. The second part is when God gives Job a hard time. And the third part is when God gives Job's friends a hard time. Anyway, so just keep that in perspective. Also, I'm praying, like I said, I'm praying every day, come Lord Jesus, but also don't come. And when I pray don't come, I'm praying for, I feel like there's a number of people that need to come into the kingdom before he comes. And I'm joining in spirit and interceding for these. In our community, there's a movement of children evangelists in the schools. In the schools, outsiders can't go in and do church, but students can lead their own Bible studies, and they are seeing fruit there. And I'm praying for it all the time, and God hears our prayers. And so I'm praying for the students. I'm praying for the college students in the high schools, in the grade schools even. I'm praying for the slums, and I'm also praying for people in the high rises in the wealthy communities. We need to pray, and if we're able to get out there and do the work, also preach the gospel and bring people in, because there's a number I think needs to be fulfilled and come in for all things to be completed. So, to recap, let's not complain. Let's be patient. Let's love one another. And let's join in with the work, even if that's intercession and you can't even get out to talk to people. But let's be a part of it and not just sit around and wait. Thank you.